Hello educators, welcome back to Design to Educate. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the newest update when it comes to extra credit in Blackboard Ultra. I'm going to be walking you through how to build an extra credit assignment and adding extra credit questions to your already existing quizzes. Let's take a look. Now, before we get started, it has been some time since I've uploaded videos. In my previous video, I mentioned this because we were going through our winter break. We are getting into full swing here in the spring semester. I do have a lot of videos that I do need to be creating to help you guys out. And Blackboard has been doing a lot of new updates to their system. So I'm trying to keep up with those, and I will be sharing a lot of the updates and a lot of the new features with you here in the future. Now let's take a look at the extra credit and setting up an extra credit assignment in your course. Now previously, Blackboard did not have any extra credit ability in the system itself. I do have another video that explains how to create an extra credit category in your gradebook, so be sure to check that out. I'm going to link it in this video. But this is a new feature that Blackboard came out with in this February that allows you to create extra credit questions in your assessments. Now, there are caveats to this, but there is a way to actually create an assignment. If you're wanting to accept a Word document, a PDF, or a PowerPoint, then your students are able to submit a file via a extra credit question in an assignment. So let's take a look at how to set this up, and then we are going to take a look at adding extra credit questions to your already existing assessments. Now, to begin this process, we want to navigate to a course that we want to build this assignment in. We can find a plus sign anywhere. If you want to put it in a unit, then you can do so. Just find a plus sign, hit create, and we're going to be creating an assignment. Give the assignment a title. So I'm going to title this, extra credit points. And I'm going to then want to set up a essay question. Now, this essay question is a question that you would use for an assessment, but this gives us the ability to give students instructions in some type of text box, and it also gives the student the ability to submit some kind of file in an essay question setup. So I'm going to put in here, submit your file here. And this is, again, where you're going to be wanting to put your assignment content. So this is going to be the instructions, maybe some bullet points on the several things that they need to do before they need to be submitting the file. The next thing that we want to do is check that it is extra credit. I want to give my students an extra 15 points of extra credit. Be sure to add any content that you want. You can go ahead and add a video. You can add a link, a math problem. Again, this is just a text box, but it is acting like an essay question. After we do that, we can hit save, and we want to turn off allow students to add content at the end of the assessment. Blackboard is registering that this is a quiz or an assessment of some type, so it will have question 1 as well as another text box, but we don't want that to be confused with the actual submission. And we want to do this so that we know that all of the points for the total points is 0, but the extra credit is 15 points. Now, I want to show you guys what this looks like as a student. We do now have this one question. It's essay. It has 15 extra points here. And if I go to my student preview, I will see that I have this extra credit point assignment at the very top. And as a student, when I click on this, I can see that it's worth 0 points for the total maximum points. Again, that's the non-extra credit points, but it does tell us that this is worth 15 extra credits. If you do have description or any other rubrics or anything, it will fall under this menu here. So be sure to add those to just like you would to any other assignment that you would have. But it says that I have one attempt. It gives me a due date. I now want to view the assessment. Now, as the student, they come in and they see, oh, they have question 1. It does give them their information. If you did put a video there or a banner image, or your content, it will feature that here. And it only has one option for the student to click into this text box, and now they have this paperclip attachment. Again, they're able to attach any file that Blackboard recognizes. I think it's up to close to 60 or 70 different files that Blackboard recognizes. So now the student is able to add a file for that 15-point extra credit. Once they add that file, they hit submit, and it is up to the grading. Essays are manually graded anyway, and you're going to want to go in there and see that they did that correctly and manually grade that assignment. Now that we've created that extra credit assignment based on an essay question in that assessment, now let's take a look at an already existing assessment that I have in my course with multiple choice questions. It has a question bank or a pool that I can use, and I want to select which ones are extra credit. Heading back to our course here, I have a chapter 1 quiz that has questions inside the quiz itself. So I have 10 questions, all worth 1 point. And if I'm wanting to make any one of these questions, an existing question, extra credit, I simply want to click on the ellipsis here, find the edit button, and tell it to be extra credit. If I hit save, you'll notice that the maximum points go down to 9, and it will give me an extra credit icon here, knowing that this question itself is extra credit. If I want to simply add more questions in any fashion, whether it's a hotspot question, matching, multiple choice, any one of these questions at the beginning of the creation can be told to be an extra credit question. Your points are based on how many points you give this particular extra credit question. So this is a way that you can edit existing assessments that you have, or you can go in and add a question to an existing assessment and create that extra credit. When students look at this assessment, they will see that it's worth a total of 9 maximum points and worth 1 extra credit point. As many extra credits questions that you have in this assignment, it will show more points. You are dictating how many extra credit points they have based on how many points you're giving those extra credit questions. So there you have it, extra credit assignments and extra credit assessment questions. Now, if you've done it the old way in my previous video of making that extra credit category, you can still have that category and just not exempt it from the total points and start putting all of these assignments in there. So it actually is worth a particular percentage of the total category because the extra credit assignments and extra credit assessments are built into the assignment itself. It will still be featured as 0 points, giving those extra credit points to the total question or that submission feature that we have in the essay question. So if you do have that category and you still want to use it, then feel free to do so. If not, this is the better version to go ahead and put extra credit in your courses. I hope this helped you out. If you have any other questions, put it in the comment section below or reach out to me. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.